that Harsha was involved in campaigning against illegal cow slaughter, and that is the reason why he'd also been threatened in the past. However, after speaking to those accused who've been arrested, their families say it's a witch hunt.
Joining with me is SP of Shivamogga, Mr. Lakshmi Prasad. Sir, one issue.
So many people.
I'm just doing the type one issue. So joining with me is SP of Shivamogga, Mr. Lakshmi Prasad. Sir, can you just take us through?
No, I already gave everything during the briefing.
Yeah. So just one small.
Yeah.
This about this Harsha. So they were saying that some groups, local MLAs have accused, saying that PFI is behind it. Even the state.
No, as I already mentioned, if there is any involvement of any organization, if it is found during our investigation, we'll bring it about.
Yeah. So one other.
I've already given all the briefing that has been.
All right. In fact, Times has also accessed the CCTV footage of the moment when the accused in Harsha's murder was picked up. His family says that he was at home, he was sleeping, he's been with his mother over the last 3 days, and in fact is in no way involved in the murder or its planning.
क्या नदीम का जैसे आप लोग मोहल्ले में देखें कि पीएफआई कैंपस फ्रंट इस तरह की संगठन से उनका
जी नहीं वो कुछ भी नहीं था इसमें इन्वॉल्यूशन किसमें भी नहीं गली मोहल्ले का बच्चा है उन्हें किसमें एक लड़ी में कितनी भी लड़ी होने वो लड़ी में नहीं जाता अच्छे से गली मोहल्ले का बच्चा बहुत अच्छा बच्चा उन्हें किसका कि घर दिखाओ कर को बोल को 12 बने तोर संता कर कौन होगी दस्ते
इससे पहले कोई लड़ाई हुई थी हिंदू मुस्लिम लड़ाई में जिसमें भी थे
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಜಗಳನೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದೂ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕೇರಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ದಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಏನು ಜಗಳನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊನಲ್ಲ ये इसमें क्या लड़ाई कर लेते हैं हिंदू मुस्लिम की लड़ाई होता नहीं है आज तक भी बच्चा मेरा लड़ी
पुलिस का मानना है कि इससे पहले जो केसेस थे जहां पर हर्षा पर अटैक हुआ था हर्षा के साथ लड़ाई हुई थी उसमें भी नदीम इन्वॉल्व था
नहीं मेरा बच्चा कुछ भी बोलता था नहीं वैसा सभी न्यूज वाले को ना दिखा दे उन्हें क्या तकसीर करा न्यूज वाले दिखाने तकसीर करा न्यूज में दिखा रहे हैं
इन्वेस्टिगेशन का कि पुलिस ऐसे नहीं बताती है इन्वेस्टिगेशन होने के बाद पूरा कंप्लीट होने के बाद बताती है अभी 2 लोगों का उन्होंने नाम लिया है नदीम आपके बेटे का नाम लिया है और एक काशिफ बोल के नाम लिया काशिफ की क्या दोस्ती थी नदीम से
नहीं दोस्त क्या भी नहीं था पुलिस वाले बुला जाको ये इल्जाम लगाने सो खाली मेरा बच्चा को से हिंदू मुसलमान में गलाटा था क्या भी कुछ भी नहीं था मेरे बच्चे को उसका काम घर अटैच था सो मेरा बच्चा कहीं में भी इन्वॉल्व नहीं है
वाले आए थे मिलने के
नहीं आज तक फोन भी नहीं आते
अरेस्ट के बाद पीएफआई लोग नहीं कॉप्स का मानना है कि कुछ हो सकता है मतलब आपको आपकी नॉलेज में ना हो क्या वो किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से थे जिस वजह से उन पे शक हुआ या पीएफआई कभी एंटी हिजाब प्रोटेस्ट रैली में गए थे वो
नहीं जाते
काशिफ उस दिन रात में मर्डर हुआ को पता चले ना उस दिन रात में 1:30 बजे आकर उनको अरेस्ट करे
यही घर पे
नहीं उधर बाहर
अच्छा क्या कौन आए थे पुलिस वगैरह आई थी
पुलिस बहुत वाले पुलिस 4 वैन आके उनको बुला ले गए
4 वैन में आए थे
पुलिस
क्या बोल के बुलाया पहले
हमें उधर अंदर थे हमें बाहर गए नहीं डर को पुलिस वाले क्या बोलते हैं कि क्या है कि को उनको पकड़ को उनके पूछताछ वांच कर रहे थे उन्होंने क्या वजह से हमारे कहीं को किधर क्या ही कहूँ सब पूछताछ कर ले को उन्हें एक 3-3:30 बजे से उनको बुला ले गए
काशिफ को अच्छा ये काशिफ जो है वो बेंगलुरु गए थे क्या कुछ
नहीं बेंगलोर क्या भी गए नहीं उन्होंने
उस दिन रात 9 बजे कहाँ पे थे
रात सुबह से घर पे ही थे 7:30-8 बजे तक अभी घर पे ही थे बाद में रात को बच्चे को मेडिकल को जाकर पैम्पर्स लातूंगर को बोल को गए सोनो
कितने बजे गए
रात के 8-8:30 बजे उन्होंने गए सो से
ओके और उसके बाद
है ना बाद में ऐसा सभी मालूम हुआ ऐसा करी काजी को बाद में 9-9:30 बजे से ऐसा नाम बोलने लगे ना बाद में है ना रात के 11:30-12 बजे घर पे ही आए उन्होंने हाँ को है ना क्या भी पूछता हमें पूछे तो क्या भी ना हूँ को क्या बोल रहे नहीं थे हमारे पास हमें पूछा ऐसा तुम्हारा नाम मारा करते ना तो क्या आप हमारे पास बोल लेने
अच्छा
All right, joining us now is Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson of the BJP. Tawseefur Rahman, political analyst, will be joining us in just a bit. The BJP, Shazia Ilmi, is being accused of already bringing in a communal angle when the police is saying past enmity.
You know, it's really sad that everything is tinged with communal color and political color. And I really think it's time that we stop seeing things through the prism of Hindu and Muslim and BJP and non-BJP, because I don't think there's any end to it. I don't know where we're heading if everything that the courts do or the police investigation does is going to be seen like that, screened like that, and scrutinized like that. And I don't think you can take any action against any individual. So our Prime Minister has said, has talked about vigilantism of any kind, and so that is the last word on it, where my party goes and why my leader goes. And as for, we know that lynchers have no religion, and we know how many lynchings have gone on in this country. But that a young man who's 23 years of age, was of 23-year-old, has been murdered, and the least expected is us to have a probe into the matter. Now, if the authorities have come out with some names, should it lead to protest because the names happen to be of a certain religion? Is everything going to be seen like that, or we will just believe in the rule of law? And will the murderers be seen as murderers, and the murdered will be seen as the one murdered?
Okay, irrespective of why Harsha was murdered, Tawseefur Rahman, the question being asked is, there is not even a whimper of protest from anyone.
Well, ma'am, see, I always told you, Padmaja, that there's always the consequences.
What happened with my brother Harsha today, and what's happening with all the students, and in this entire India, whatever is happening, it is all because of hatred. And who started? I don't want to go there, because you will have a different argument once again that Tawseef, you are targeting. It's a very sensitive issue, but you have to understand that since like 300 years Mughals were there, 190 years this Britishers were there, 60 years Congress did nothing. I don't understand. From this last 7 years since BJP is ruling, I don't understand why everyone is under khatra. Sab koi threat mein kyun hai? Why we are under threat? Why there's a kind of situation like emergency? Now, who will answer to me this? Why? What is happening? What is this mob lynching? I never heard mob lynching before 2014. Maybe I'm not that much educated like you people. But what is this mob lynching? What is this Gau Raksha? What is this hijab ka drama? Padmaja, there are a lot of questions as a youngster.
Tell us, no, I'm also wondering, what is it? Tell us, Tawseef. Please tell us.
Shazia ji.
बताइए तौसीफ साहब हमें.
मैं बता रहा हूँ Shazia.
हमें नहीं मालूम, क्योंकि these are words, these are words and their semantics. And no, Tawseef, there have always been lynchings. It's how you use words. No, Tawseef, you've spoken enough.
Yes.
You've spoken enough.
These are words. 2013 when I met you in Kolkata.
And Noam Chomsky talks about semantics. No, let me speak.
You are telling me that what is happening in India and what is going to happen in India if Modi comes in power.
I never mentioned that. You are the person. You're the same person. No. I spoke about corruption then. No, Tawseef. See, that's where you're wrong.
Misquoting my quotes. I am with my
No, Tawseef, I think you don't know. I don't think you know about me.
Well, sir, let me just put to rest this entire argument. The 1984 riots, where over 10,000 Sikhs were killed across the country, they were lynched. There is n number of books written about how young men and women had tires put around their necks and burnt. That is what lynching is. If you didn't hear it, and you're a very erudite person, maybe you just skip your mind. But coming to the other issue that you have raised, Shazia Ilmi, who is fomenting the hate? It's the hate which has killed Harsha.
Exactly. So I don't know what this gentleman Tawseef is talking about. I'm very much the same person. I spoke about corruption then, and I speak about
remember each and everything happened in past 7 years. People died without no reason.
Tawseef, you must show some respect. You make an accusation, allow the other person to speak. So whether any kind of communal writing, whether it's Nilli massacre or the writing that has gone on in our country, the fact of the matter is there have been the least amount of riots in the last 7 years. And I have never spoken for riots, and I'm the first one to speak. In fact, I became who I am after the Sikh riots, after some of my closest friends were found themselves in camp from their houses. By the way, you don't know anything about me. I'm who I am because of certain factors in my life. So don't even tell me about, and the very fact that I don't wear, that I was one of the first ones to say Bharat Mata Ki Jai, Anna Hazare movement, that it was against the Congress government. And because of corruption, because that becomes a real issue. And communalism, I think, is just used to get votes. So I've made it a point to talk about corruption and governance, which is why I believe in law and order.
and I have always stood by that. So there is no change in my stand whatsoever. But because you are so immersed in this
Tawseefur Rahman.
pathetic BJP, non-BJP, which is exactly what's happening in Karnataka and everywhere. Now, because these three persons who are accused of a murder, a 23-year-old has been murdered.
Yeah.
A human being has been murdered. It doesn't matter.
Tawseefur Rahman. And also let me remind you, in 2018, it may have again slipped your attention. 2018, a mentally unstable man in Kerala was lynched in public view. People clicked selfies with him. Selfies. This is human deviant behavior.
Okay, Padmaja, let me be very neutral. I mean, you're a neutral person. Now, Shazia ji also explained me that she's a very neutral person. She was there for the Anna movement.
No,
I was there as well. But I have a very.
You are incapable of understanding it, so let's not.
Okay, please let him just finish. Let him just finish before we run out of time.
But
Yes.
I'm not neutral. I'm not. I'm very biased.
Okay.
I'm very biased.
No, Shazia, it's okay. Okay, then let me complete.
Against the corrupt, against those who
Okay,
use
let
communism.
Tawseefur Rahman complete, please.
I'm very biased.
All right, we're going to leave it at that. Thank you very much. Completely out of time. I have to take a break at this point. The point is that anyone who's behind the murder should be brought to book, and if there is any premeditation, the motive should also be brought out before the public. Shazia Ilmi, Tawseefur Rahman, thanks very much for joining me. Quick break.
Powered by Manappuram Gold Loan. Make life easy.
In association with Star